Look what I got. So finally we have, well, first of all, my name's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm just super excited for today's video. I'm going to be reviewing and doing a first impression on the new R.E.M Beauty Sweetener Foundation I picked up yesterday from my local Ulta. The shade that I chose is Light 5 Neutral. This is what the packaging looks like. This is the front. Same packaging as the concealer. I have the concealer too, which I'm going to pair with it. Same shade, light 5 neutral. And trying to find, it's made in Italy, which I'm really happy because I'm half Italian. And not only that, but things that are made in Italy tend to be like the highest quality, which is what I look for. And I'm trying to see, you get 30 mils, so the standard amount, 1 fluid ounce. And I'm trying to review. Okay, so it's a soft focus perfection with lightweight foundation infused with R.E.M Hydro Smooth Essence and botanicals known to help correct dullness and reduce the look of pores and hyperpigmentation, and it gives a blur to the skin. That all sounds absolutely fantastic. I cannot wait. And it just says for the directions, even though we all know how to apply foundation here, I'm assuming. Gently shake, apply to center of face, and blend outward with a foundation brush or a beauty sponge. What I like to do is apply 3 to 4 pumps. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not nearly as much as Meredith Duxbury. I love her to death, but I don't apply 10 pumps of foundation on my hand. I apply about between 3 and 4 pumps. So we're gonna open the package together. I love the packaging. It's so sleek and and then if you look at the concealer packaging, same style, has the logo on the front, has the silver cap, has the frosted glass. I'm so excited. So I'm just trying to see if there's any more information on the bottom label. So on the sticker on the bottom, it tells you the shade. Again, of course, it's just Light 5 Neutral. Tells you how much you get, just like it did on the box. So I can't wait any longer. I'm gonna apply one side of my face with the beauty blender and the other side with a brush. I want to see how much coverage the sponge gives compared to the brush. I'm assuming the brush is gonna give a little more coverage, and then what I'll probably do is once we see the comparison, I'm gonna blend it out at the very end with a sponge just to go over it, just because I like the finish that a beauty blender and or beauty sponge gives. So the brush that I'm going to use is the Makeup by Oreo collab with Morphe foundation brush, which looks like this. It's super soft at the top. I love this brush. This is brush number A24. Guys, I just love how sleek it is. I can't wait any longer. Let's do this. Alright, I'm trying to get it out. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be plenty. And if we need more, because I like full coverage, and this is medium to full coverage. So I'm gonna apply the foundation to this side of my face with a sponge, and then this side is going to be with the brush. So I'm going to start with a little bit, not go crazy. Oh wow. Okay, this is really super lightweight. I can barely feel anything on my skin. Barely. Like, I barely feel anything. The consistency is creamy. I will give it that. It's very creamy, but it's not like super thick. Like I'd I'd say medium consistency. I have to be really careful when I apply foundation in this little spot right here because I don't want it to get into the little wings that I make when I do my eyeshadow. And I have to say a little goes a long way. I will say that. So far I see really nice coverage. If at any point I have to hit pause, I will, because I do have a 2.5-year-old son. I will let you guys know ahead of time. I do apologize if I have to hop off camera to, of course I have to tend to him, he's my little man. But I will let you guys know ahead of time, like as soon as I possibly can. And it's so smoothing. I'm gonna apply like literally a little bit more on this side because I'm trying to cover up that little blemish right there. And I have to get my neck too. I am loving how this feels so far on the skin, you guys. Like, I'm really, really enjoying applying this foundation. And honestly, when I was in Ulta yesterday, because I was on my lunch break, I happened to work at Whole Foods, which is in the same shopping center by me, over in Long Island, New York. So every time I work on my lunch break, that's exactly the first place that I go is Ulta, and then if I have time, I go to Target and look around at their makeup too. But this caught my eye instantaneously. I'm like, there was no second thought. I was just like, I'm getting this, and I'm getting this right now, and I'm going to review this for my friends tomorrow because I can't wait. Okay, so wow, there's no creasing. It looks really smooth. It does not feel like I have anything on my skin, like nothing. It doesn't. It feels extremely lightweight, but the coverage is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Next, I'm gonna put the sponge to the side. I have to try to talk a little bit lower, so if you can raise your volume up just a little bit, because I don't want to wake up my son. That would not be good. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna start in the middle. Okay, wow, definitely. Okay, I'm trying to. And it has a very faint fragrance to it. Very faint. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, I do not, in my personal opinion, I do not feel that this is going to irritate you. I used to be sensitive to fragrance in products, including foundations or other I hope this doesn't fall all the way down my hand. That would really suck. Okay, I really like this. I'm having a grand old time right now, and I really enjoy blending out products. So this is I'm like a kid in a fucking candy shop right now. Excuse my French, but sometimes I need a little bit more. And then once I'm done blending this out, we're gonna do the comparison. We're gonna compare the two sides together. We're gonna see which side has more coverage. trying to get like, I mean, I know I'm gonna do the concealer. I'm gonna do the concealer on camera for you guys so that we can see how they pair together. I originally was gonna do it off camera, but I want you guys to be able to see how the two pair together. Okay, so I still have all this left on my hand, and I am really blown away by this foundation. I have to say, I really am. So looking in the mirror I have to the right of me of my Natasha Denona I Need a New palette, which is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, I would say there's slightly more coverage with the brush looking in the mirror, but it's very slight of a difference. Like, I feel you could get away with either one, using a beauty blender and or a sponge, or using a brush, and you could be equally satisfied, equally happy with what the results are. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, now that we've compared the two sides, and they look equally good, in my personal opinion. I mean, I'm satisfied with using either a brush or a beauty blender, and I think either side I could be equally happy with, so that's really good. I'm really glad that both sides look full coverage. And for those of you who don't need or do not wish to have full coverage, it's medium to full coverage, so you could have either one, something I do look for sometimes in a foundation or a concealer. I want to cover this up, but it's not I mean, it's covering it, but you could, well, of course, I notice it because it's on me. This little blemish right here and here. Okay, I have a little towel on my lap that I use to clean off my brushes, like in between things. So I'm just cleaning off this brush really quick. And then we're gonna take what's left on my hand, because I don't like to waste product at all. I really don't. And we're gonna use the beauty blender, and okay, the brush is pretty much clean. If anything, I have to wash my brushes later anyway, so it's not a big deal. We're gonna take the beauty blender and we're gonna use what's left and go over everything. And okay, now I even see even more coverage, because under my eyes I prefer to use a sponge or beauty blender. I am really happy with how this looks so far. I really am. I know I keep like emphasizing that, and I don't mean to be annoying, and I really hope that's not the case. But the coverage, I just can't get over it. And I actually didn't know that there was a foundation on the way from R.E.M. Beauty. I've only tried a few products by them. One of them was one of the eyeshadow palettes, which at the time, the Color Story, and I did not get along. I'm a neutral lover. I do like certain palettes that have color, but for the most part, I'm a neutral lover. Specifically cool tones. Like, the new Natasha palette is like probably my favorite palette, aside from the Beat palette, because that's like my go-to neutral palette. But if I want strictly cool tones, I keep reaching for it. Like, I can't stop reaching for it. Okay. So, we have a beautiful canvas right now going on. I love this. I'm so using this again tomorrow. I love it. Alright. Now, it's gonna kind of dampen this. I have a little, like, moist towelette on my other knee, so I'm trying to moisten this beauty blender just a little bit more. Okay, now I got the cap slightly dirty. I don't like that. I gotta clean that off too now. I could be a little bit of of a neat freak sometimes. I'm gonna put the cat back on her. She's so pretty. Put her to the side. Now I'm gonna pair the concealer with the foundation. Okay. This doesn't have, I'm smelling it just because I like to see if anything has a fragrance to it. Just smells like makeup. Doesn't really have a scent. The foundation has a very slight fragrance. So I'm going to take my beauty blender. I'm going to use the opposite side. And I'm going to grab a little bit of, I don't have the sponge that originally was made for this concealer a year ago. But this is also medium to full coverage concealer. I'm such a sponge girl, I really am. I need a little more. I like the consistency of the concealer as well, though, I have to say. Like, it's really nice and so smooth. My alarm's going off. Go away, alarm. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to swipe up for a second to get the, just going over little, well, I shouldn't say little areas because I am applying the concealer to most areas of my face just because I have mild acne-prone skin, and I really want to cover up the blemishes as much as possible. And then I'm going to give you my final thoughts and tell you how I feel about this new product. And so far, I love that it has a luminous, matte, natural matte finish and a soft matte finish. But not overly matte to where it looks cakey or dry. So, okay, I gotta fix it. I gotta put a little bit of concealer right here. The coverage is unbelievable. Okay. I'm gonna look in my mirror real quick just to see. I did miss one little spot though. Right there. But I'm just gonna blend it out because I can't have like one little spot with more concealer than other spots that are like close to it. So I'm just gonna go like this and just blend under my eye just a little bit more just to make everything as even as possible. Wow. Wow. Guys, I can't right now. I'm just blown away. I'm gonna set my face off camera with my Westman Atelier pressed powder. So I'm gonna put this concealer away. Well, I'm gonna put it to the side for now. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so what I used to set my foundation is my Westman Atelier Vital Pressed Skincare Powder in shade Pink Bubble. It's translucent, but it's like a light pink baby pink shade. And I used the Beauty Blender Power Pocket Puff, which I am loving. So it did set really nicely. The only thing, and I'm going to give you my honest opinion, the only complaint I have is if you look really closely, right above like where my lip is, it's when I was setting it, it started to get a little, not cakey, but a little patchy. I don't know how well you could see it on camera, but that's the only complaint I have. Everywhere else, it's set really, really nicely. It didn't get cakey and patchy in any other area. That's my only complaint. Other than that, my final thoughts on this product are positive ones. And I really do like this foundation a lot. I like the concealer. I think they pair wonderfully together, like a happy married couple that gets along. Um, I like to make you guys laugh. But yeah, I really like this foundation, and I do see myself reaching for it often. I think the shade works well for me, and I'm going to keep using it and testing it out. And knowing myself, when I really, really enjoy a foundation and a concealer, especially if they're made by the same brand and they are made to be paired together, I end up picking up another shade or two, usually one that has like a slight pink undertone. Now that because I have the light 5 neutral shade now, so I'll probably get one that has a light pink undertone if they have one available, and one with a cool undertone, because I like to switch it up a little bit. That's just me. But yes, that's it for today's video. I really enjoyed testing out this product with you guys. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the whole experience. And let me know in the comments below, are you picking up this product? Did you already pick it up? I know it just launched, so not sure how many people have gotten to it yet already, but I enjoy this experience, and I hope you guys do too. If you guys pick up this foundation, let me know your thoughts on the product. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you guys found it helpful, I really hope you did. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you in my next video, which should be in about 3 days or so. So I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Oh, and if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave. It would really mean the world to me. Each and every subscriber means so much to me. It's little things in life that mean so much. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.